All right, let's jump right in. Today, we are talking about how small and mid-sized businesses, yeah, businesses just like yours, are finally turning all the AI hype into an actual powerful reality. We're going to break down exactly how you can stop just being curious and start building a real capability with this stuff. So let's do it.
So let me ask you something right off the bat. Do you ever feel like your business is right there, just on the edge of a major breakthrough? Well, that one smart move we're about to unpack might just be AI, but not as a gadget, as a core member of your team.
And look, this isn't just theory. Check out this number. A consultant working on his own saw a 40% jump in qualified client medians. All he did was add an AI sales assistant to his website. It handled questions when he was asleep, it scheduled calls automatically, basically capturing business he would have totally missed.
Or how about this one? A family-owned hospitality business. They got a 30% increase in bookings. How'd they do it? Simple. They used an AI chatbot to give instant answers to all those common questions. You know the ones. So those late-night website visitors, they turned into confirmed reservations.
And it's not just about more revenue, right? Sometimes it's about spending less. A wholesaler, get this, slashed their invoice processing costs by nearly 80%. They had an AI agent just take over the boring, repetitive work of pulling data from invoices. It freed up the whole team to do, more important things. These are the real-world results we're aiming for.
So you're probably thinking, okay, I want results like that. How do I actually get there? Well, it all starts with a really critical shift in how you think. You have to stop seeing AI as a tool and start seeing it as your new teammate. This quote right here, this is everything. The businesses that are really winning with this stuff, they literally give their AI a job title. Customer concierge or sales assistant. It gets a job description with specific tasks and rules. This isn't some side experiment. It's a core part of how they operate, day in and day out.
And that's the whole point, isn't it? The goal is not to replace your talented people. No way. It's to augment them, to supercharge them. Let the AI handle the high-volume, mind-numbing stuff. That frees up your team to focus on what humans do best, building relationships, coming up with creative ideas, and actually growing the business.
Now, of course, any powerful engine needs fuel, right? And for your AI, that fuel is one thing and one thing only, your data. Without a really strong data foundation, even the smartest AI on the planet is just going to stall out.
So what in the world is AI-ready data? Honestly, it's pretty simple. It just means your data is clean, it's connected, and it's organized. You've heard the old saying, garbage in, garbage out, right? Well, it has never been more true than with AI. If you feed it messy, inconsistent data, you're going to get messy, unreliable results, period.
So here's the game plan. First, you've got to centralize your data. Break down those walls between your CRM, your billing system, whatever. Give the AI the full picture. Then you have to make sure it's high quality. Clean it up. Using the cloud's a good move because it'll let you scale. And finally, something called data ops helps you automate the whole thing so it just keeps running smoothly.
Okay, so you've got the right mindset, you've got clean data ready to go. The next huge piece of the puzzle is communication. You have to learn how to tell your AI teammate exactly what you want it to do. And that is the art of writing a great prompt.
Just look at the difference here. It's night and day. A vague prompt like handle client intake is totally useless. The AI has to guess what you mean. But a specific step-by-step prompt, first, do this. Second, do that. That gives you a reliable, predictable result every single time. It's that simple.
In context, oh man, context is king. Asking an AI to just draft a contract is going to get you a generic document that's probably not even usable. But tell it who it is. You are an AI for a healthcare clinic, and give it your specific business rules, like following HIPAA and using a friendly tone. Now you've grounded it in your world, and you'll get something you can actually use.
So as you're getting into this, just keep these things in mind. Don't try to get the AI to do a huge, complex thing in one go. Break it down into smaller steps. Always test your prompts and tweak them based on what you get back. And when you find a prompt that really works, save it, document it so your whole team knows how to use it. So you've done all the work. You've set everything up. But is it actually working? How do you know if your investment in AI is actually paying off? Well, you have to measure it. You have to look at the right numbers. And this is so important. You have to understand there are two different kinds of metrics. First, you have leading indicators. These tell you how the AI is performing right now. Things like, is it completing its task successfully? How fast is it? Then you have lagging indicators. These tell you the bigger business impact over time, things like cost savings or revenue growth. You have to track both. You absolutely have to.
Here is a perfect real-world example of how those two connect. The company Unity used an AI agent to cut down on their number of support tickets. That's a leading metric, right? An operational win. Well, that directly led to $1.3 million in savings. That's a powerful lagging metric. See? That is how you prove the ROI.
Okay, we have covered the mindset, the data, the prompts, and the metrics. Enough theory. Let's get really practical. Let's talk about your first move, a clear, simple plan you can get started on this week. First, just pick one workflow. Don't overthink it. Something high volume, like answering FAQs. Second, spend an afternoon cleaning up the top 5 pieces of information it's going to need. Third, write one really good, specific prompt for that one task. Fourth, measure your key metrics before you start so you have a baseline. And finally, and this one is maybe the most important, involve your team. Get their ideas, make them part of the process.
And that leads to the crucial takeaway here. Please remember this. AI is not a magic wand. It's an amplifier. If you have clean data and clear processes, it's going to make them incredibly efficient. If you have chaos, well, it's just going to amplify the chaos. Its success is a direct reflection of your business.
Which brings us to the final question, and this one's for you. Knowing that AI is going to amplify what you already have, what's the first thing in your business, the first strength, the first process that you're going to choose to amplify?